months, really.
There's a distinct possibility. I've seen that happen.
I don't know. I mean, it comes down, and again, I don't know if we talked about this on the air of one of our shows or not, but a lot of times it comes down to club mismanagement. I mean, like we see the same thing again and again and again, like obvious steps that the club owners do not take, and then they wonder later on, like, what the hell happened?
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, it's like, let's see, we didn't pay our taxes to the city of Providence for about 13 years. Now we're closed. Let's see, we didn't do anything about paying our rent or fixing that big gaping hole in the roof. I wonder. Simon's, I really don't have any obvious criticisms except that the stage was about a foot too high, and every time we played there, and repeating the same stupid behavior, I would bang my head on the overhead speakers every time. I think I have a lawsuit because of damage. I think we played there 2 or 3 times, and every single time I forgot where those things were. Yeah, the stage is about a foot too high, so for that reason, I won't miss it.
Maybe that's part of the renovations.
Lowering the stage.
Maybe they're going to get rid of that, because that was back in the day a quote-unquote disco. So that was a disco stage for just a guy and a DJ standing up there. It wasn't really, that particular stage wasn't really a live music stage. So that's why it has that.
So that stage wasn't renovated with the rest of the building.
Right. Remember, think if everybody is standing on platforms, 3 feet high from the disco era. But our friends at the Fat Squirrel, they have a Kickstarter right now, and they're looking to rebrand as the Shelter Arcade Bar, which I've been to in New York, in Brooklyn, is Barcade, which is a bar, and it has games, but it doesn't have the games that the kids today like. It has the games from our generation. It is an arcade/bar. So
nostalgia.
It has yeah. So if you were one of those young punks that were smuggling beer into the arcade as a young man,
right? This
is for you. This is the Barcade.
Okay, and they're going to literally change the name of the Fat Squirrel to,
which I guess the Kickstarter is to raise the seed money to rebrand over to the Barcade. Which I just found out the other night, by the way, that the reason the Fat Squirrel is the Fat Squirrel is because it's on Chestnut Street.
Okay.
For some reason, that never, ever occurred to me.
I tell you, I think I haven't been there often enough to be able to say how successful it's been going, week to week, night to night. But I don't know. To me, that name Fat Squirrel is a pretty good job of, branding in itself. I mean, that sounds like a name. We have a little bit of experience in marketing. To me, that is a name that should work, and it's general enough that if they want to do the retro thing, or if they want to do whatever you want to do with that name, I don't know if I would change it.
There's nothing worse. It's almost like bands. There's nothing worse than a bar or a club that takes itself too seriously. And when you hear the Fat Squirrel, just like back in the day when you heard Hell or Babyhead or The Living Room.
Yeah, the first thing you do is grin. Yeah, exactly. So now what? Now when they rebrand it, they're going to change the name to what?
To Shelter.
Now, I don't know. I think we better speak to them.
Maybe they could put you on the consulting gig for it.
I think they'd better, because doesn't that sound to you like a lean toward the more serious?
Yeah, I mean, I think of an actual shelter. Like a fallout shelter.
Well, either a fallout shelter is the least of it. Think about the other connotations.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I didn't think that it. Then again, I mean, with some of the personal hygiene out there, some of the people that you run into at bars and nightclubs they have the same personal hygiene as the people you see at homeless shelters.
Well, yes, but it's not so much personal hygiene I'm worried about. There's a significant number of people that are kicked out for bad behavior from the Salvation Army shelter, kicked out for bad behavior from help me here, the
Amos House.
Yeah, and not the one I was thinking of, but yes, you get the idea. So we are going to get the lunatic fringe of the evicted homeless into this building called the shelter, which used to be which used to be the Fat Squirrel, and we're going to be playing Centipede and we're going to be playing Galaga, surrounded by homicidal bag ladies. This is what's going to happen.
Now, my question is, if it's retro, will the prices stay the same? So will you be able to actually put a quarter into the machine and play it and not have to pump in $1.50, $2, $3? Arcades were getting pretty expensive at the end.
Yeah, I'll tell you, if I was going to do this, I would at least have a few token machines where you would do exactly that.
Yeah.
Seriously.
That would be cool.
That would work. Yeah.
Well, we're going to get back down to the music now. A band that I have always said is one of the most underrated bands of all times, but we love them here on the Tony Jones Show. In my opinion, this band should be huge. They are the Smithereens. This is Blood and Roses. And also one of the best bass lines of all times.
Yesterday, saw you standing in the rain. Then I heard you say, I want to love but it comes out wrong. I want to live but I don't belong. I close my eyes and I see blood and roses. Flowers in the springtime. October we were wed. Wintertime the roses died. The blood ran cold and then she said, I want to love but it comes out wrong. I want to live but I don't belong. I close my eyes and I see blood and roses.
Our good pals Blindside Thunder right here on the Tony Jones Show. Blue Agave, the name of that one. Last time we chatted, I brought you into the Smithereens Blood and Roses. Facebook.com/Tony Jones Show. On Twitter, @TonyJonesNRI. Don't forget to check out TonyJones.org. Incidentally, over at Facebook.com/Tony Jones Show, I have shared with you the information regarding the Shelter Arcade Bar. Of course, they've launched a Kickstarter in order to come up with the seed money. Now, you know, George, I'm involved with this group that is, they're looking to bring a water park to Rhode Island. And it's experienced people in the amusement business, some people who are involved with the management of Rocky Point and have done amusements all over not only all over the United States, they've done amusements all over the world. We have also launched a Kickstarter for Rhode Island Water Park, or should I say, we're about to launch a Kickstarter for Rhode Island Water Park to actually raise up the seed money. So there has to be engineering studies.
Okay, now is this going to go anywhere near Rocky Point? Is that the idea? Or?
No, unfortunately, Warwick is one of the places, but there hasn't been an actual site. We were thrown out of Johnston by their just fine mayor.
That's interesting. Where did you want to put it in Johnston?
Wanted nothing to do with having any new businesses in Johnston.
Which is kind of contrary to his pronouncements.
Which is scary for anybody in these economic times. But I wonder what you think about this whole idea of raising seed through crowdfunding. Because I've seen it done very well. I've seen it done successfully. And I've seen situations where there has been, well, incidentally, in Wickford, right near me, there was a shop who managed to raise $100,000 through crowdfunding in a very organic way. And a year later, they're closed.
Well, it just seemed like a good idea at the